Well, holy smokes, everyone. Amazon CEO has said prepare for much more layoffs coming in 2023. Amazon has recently just announced that they're going to be laying off at least 10,000 employees, and that's just a start. Now, this is also at a time where there's many companies announcing layoffs. And in today's video, I'm going to be going over why the unemployment rate is about to skyrocket and why you need to prepare right now, because why it could be these Amazon workers getting laid off today, it could be your job tomorrow. I'm also going to go over what the implications this is going to be for the economy and also for what the Federal Reserve may do next year. So everyone, let's not waste any time. Let's get straight into the news, the facts, and the data. Well, okay, everyone, look at this. Amazon CEO Andy Jassy says layoffs will continue into next year. The company began informing workers this week that they were being let go. I've been in this role now for about a year and a half, and without doubt, this is the most difficult decision we've made during that time, he wrote. And everyone, it's not just Amazon. Look at this, Cowan lays off 1,500 employees following stock freefall. And look at this, Cowan is going bankrupt, down 97% year to date. And for those of you that don't know, Cowan is an online used car retailer. And Amazon's stock price hasn't been doing too good either, down 45% year to date. So Cowan is laying off about 1,500 employees, or 8% of its workforce, following a free fall in the company's stock this year and concerns around its long-term trajectory. Well, I think we all know that's bankruptcy. The email from Cowan CEO Ernie Garcia cites economic headwinds, including higher financing costs and delayed car purchases. So that's absolutely right, everyone. Interest rates are surging right now, and this is going to hit the used car market. I've been warning about how the used car market has been in a huge bubble with prices going up 50%, but now we're starting to see them crash. The CPI report showed last month that used car prices dropped 2.4% in just 1 month. So we're going to see used car prices fall because these high interest rate costs are just too expensive for these consumers. Some people are paying all the way up to $1,000 per month for their car payments right now. This is just absolutely crazy. And this is why I think Tesla stock is crashing right now as well, because normally when we enter into a recession, this really does hit the auto sector, and especially when the housing market starts to crash, a lot of people use their equity in their home to buy cars, so they're also not going to want to refinance their home to take the equity out because interest rates are so much higher right now. So the auto sector is going to be entering into significant pain ahead. He says the company failed to accurately predict how this would all play out and the impact it would have on their business. Now, going back to Amazon here, the company this week began informing employees in some divisions, including devices and services, that they were being let go. It has also offered some employees the option to take a voluntary buyout as a means of trimming headcount in addition to layoffs. Amazon is aiming to lay off about 10,000 employees, though the total number of impacted workers remains fluid. And people would expect, as the economy weakens in 2023, as we see Amazon's earnings continue to fall, there's going to be more and more layoffs announced next year. The cuts are being made as Amazon reckons with worsening economy, which has slowed growth in some divisions and after its headcount ballooned during the pandemic. So that's another thing we've been seeing, everyone. During 2020 and 2021, these companies got way too optimistic on how good the economy was going to be long term. Really, all it was like a pump and dump for the economy. Everyone got their stimmy checks, they went out there and spent like crazy. Interest rates were at zero, credit was cheap, people were swiping their credit cards, credit card debt went to all-time highs, and so these companies went on a hiring frenzy thinking the good times would roll forever. But no, people, everything has its season, everything that goes up must come down, and now it's time to start to pay the bill. Now that people have to start paying their rent again, their mortgages again, their student loans again, they're not going to have the discretionary spending like they had before. And again, we're about to see much more companies announce layoffs in 2023. Listen to this. Job cuts are hitting the tech sector hard after years of unbridled growth. Facebook parent Meta has last week laid off 13% of its staff, while Twitter, Shopify, Salesforce, and Stripe have also announced cuts. So everyone, what we're starting to see is we're starting to see the early signs of what the Federal Reserve is trying to do. They're trying to cool the jobs market. They want some economic pain to bring down inflation. It's sad that this is the reality we have to face when they create these boom cycles and then they have to correct it by creating a bust cycle, which is really why we shouldn't have central bankers at all. But this is what they're said they're going to do. They're said there is going to be pain coming. So what I expect to see, the unemployment rate in 2023 is going to tick up and tick up significantly. I think it's actually going to go higher than what the Federal Reserve wanted, and they may pivot if inflation does go down, but I don't think that's going to happen. And this is when we could enter a period called stagflation, when the unemployment rate goes up and inflation stays suddenly high, like what we saw in the 1970s. So people, what you need to do right now is you need to start saving money for a rainy day fund, so in case you lose your job, you will be okay. For at least you want to try to aim to get 3 months of living expenses covered. Like I've been warning about, if you can start a side hustle online, something that doesn't cost any money to start, do that. Or if you don't want to do that, find a way to get another part-time job. Times are tough, people. It's time to pull up the sleeves, do the hard work. It's the only way you're going to get through this, and that's just the cold hard truth. But everyone, what do you think about this? This was a quick update. I'm trying to experiment maybe with some shorter updates for some people that I know are very, very busy. So I'll try to give some more frequent, shorter video updates so you can still stay informed without having to use up so much of your time. Because I know people are back to work right now. They're getting very, very busy. So do you like these shorter updates? Let me know down below. Now, for all my loyal viewers and subscribers still watching, you're awesome. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all in the next video.